and welcome back to our seventh season of Can You Survive? For all of you fans out there, we are so excited to be bringing you another incredible season with some players I am super excited about. You will be meeting them shortly. And for those that are new and our friends and family, we are so excited to have you here joining us all week long. This is going to be an interactive stream and it's going to be your portal into the world of Can You Survive? You'll get to cheer on all of these players as they battle it out to become sole survivor. My name's Alicia, and I'll be bringing you the action all weekend long on the live stream. Feel free to comment, question, and I'm super excited to hang out with y'all all week long. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to our host. This is Alan.
What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome to Can You Survive, Season 7. We're very excited to have you all watching, all of these players here. What do you think, Alicia? Should we get it started?
I think so. I think we should. Are you guys ready? Because I am. All right, let's go ahead and see our players.
Welcome to Can You Survive Hunter's Moon. My name is Alan, and I'll be your host. Every season of Survivor, there are players who rise to the top and players who crumble and fall. Players who succeed and players who fail. The question we are asking you this week is, are you going to be a predator or are you going to be a prey in this game? In 5 days, only one of you will take the crown and become the apex predator. The only way to do that is to play hard and don't take a second of this game for granted. A few moments ago, you all signed a piece of a clue, and that's because you are about to embark on the first ever amazing CYS race. You will be racing through the town of Holton, completing in detours and roadblocks along the way. The first team of 3 to finish will earn immunity if they attend the first tribal council. The last team to finish will lose their vote at the very first tribal council they attend. Evan will now explain all the rules about the amazing race.
All right, so here are your players. We will introduce them a little later. They are going to have any questions answered. They're going to get all set up, and we are just going to step away and chit chat about what we just heard. So let me just turn the camera around, take in this gorgeous view. It's giving fall all over the place here in Holton, Maine, which is where we are coming to you from. All right, hi. Hi, it's so fun to be back. So for those of you just tuning in, that is right. You might be a Survivor fan and you will see Survivor play out all week long here, but we are kicking it off with a different reality TV show, The Amazing Race, which personally is my favorite and I'm super excited. So our players are getting set and ready, and they will soon be racing on this very long path towards the rest of their challenges. These challenges are going to be taking place all over downtown Holton, which is the town in Maine that we are in. Fun fact, we have a local news crew that has come out here to film the action and do a little segment. So that's a fun little moment that I'm super excited about. It'll be great. And I will be live streaming all of this amazing race, which is why I have my backpack on and my water ready, because it's like a long thing. So we anticipate it to take 2 or 2.5 hours. So we welcome you to hang out the whole time on stream and catch all of the different competition-y things. We're super excited about it. It's going to be sick. And the players will be competing in groups of 3 on this race. So they will be in teams of 3. There are 21 players, which means 7 teams will be battling it out, which will be super exciting. And as we kind of race, I will explain everything. Or if I don't, you guys will ask questions and then I will explain everything. So I'm super excited. For those of you that are fresh and new viewers, again, we're super excited you're here. And just a couple things about the stream to let you know. If I lose cell service, I will be back as soon as possible. So either stay on the stream that I am not going to end, or if it ends on me, I will be going live as soon as possible. So just refresh your Facebook page and you'll be right back in the action. My phone might overheat. I have an ice pack in my handy dandy backpack here. So hopefully I have taken every doomsday prepper measure in order to bring y'all a fabulous stream. And as always, as we get things going, shout it out if I am not loud enough, if I'm too loud. We want to make this the most enjoyable experience possible for all of you back home. And again, this is an interactive stream. I kind of view it as an interactive Can You Survive television show. So shout out your questions, your comments, if you're curious about things, and I'm super happy to take this journey with you and answer any questions you have. So yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Anything else? I do not know. Let's go ahead and see our viewers. Yes, the colors do look amazing. I don't know whether you're talking about our hunter orange shirts or the fall foliage, but both are slaying, I would say.
No physical sabotage.
All right, so our players are behind me. They are getting the official instructions still from our friend Evan, who designed this entire race. So I am super pumped for that. All of our players before every challenge they get all this full rules explanation. They get to answer ask any questions that they have, so that way everyone is clarified on what's going on, and it's as fair as possible for all the players, because we want everyone to understand what's happening, understand the assignment, if you will, before they get going. So we're just going to hang out here while some last minute rules are taking place. As you might imagine, this amazing race will have a lot going on, so there's quite a bit to emphasize. But yeah, oh, I'm so excited. It's finally here. All right. Melanie says, I am excited to see what happens. I am also excited to see what happens. I think it's going to be wild. We have a variety of different crazy events all across this downtown, and it's going to be a super fun race. Everyone is very pumped to be here. All the players were super precious as they were joining our site. So yay. Let's see. Oh, okay. There's a little bit of a reveal happening. We'll go back.
If the race starts, we're going to run down this path, and halfway down this path on the right, there's kind of a little field. You are going to find your clue fragments there. So you're going to find the one that is your name on it, and you're going to piece that together with two other people to make a complete Amazing Race clue. So when your team...
That was a good ooh-ah, right on cue. Love that. Y'all are live stream ready. Let's go.
When you have found the two people that when combined, your three pieces make a complete clue envelope, you will continue on down the path to where the chain is, the start of that park. There will be a volunteer there that will hand you your next clue. You will also get a plastic bag at that point. That plastic bag is to just allow you to put clues in. Also, you're going to be ripping these clues open, so you're going to have scraps of paper. We don't want to see those on the ground, so put those in the bag. That's just put all clues, trash in that bag. Does everyone understand how the race is starting? You're going to run, find your name, piece together the three. That's your team. Continue on for your next clue, and embark on your amazing race through Holton.
All right, for those of you just joining us, we are moments away from officially kicking off Can You Survive the Hunter's Moon. So our players are getting set and ready to compete in an amazing race around the world of downtown Holton, Maine. It's going to be super fun, and we are excited to get started. Oh my God. Wait. Jump scare. All right, so we are about to kick off the action. We're just going to rejoin our host, Alan, for the official kickoff, because there's been 7 of these at this point. All right.
If your team wins,
oh yes.
If you go to the first tribal and you won this, you are immune. If your first tribal is round 2, you're not immune. It's only good for round 1. Same thing for losing your vote. It's only round 1. So if you don't go to tribal round 1, you don't lose your vote at your first tribal. Okay? Just want to clarify that.
All right, getting our last minute prizes in because the players always want to know what they're playing for.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait.
Holton is waiting for you. Good luck. Travel safe. Survivors ready? Go!
All right. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. I just got chills. All right, we're gonna follow them on down the path. And with that, can you survive? The hunter's moon is on. Oh my god, my water's gonna be so sloshy. Can y'all hear my water sloshing in my backpack? Please let me know, because I might have to abandon this backpack if y'all can hear that. Or at least might have to pour out the water. I don't know. Let me know, y'all. Okay, yes, y'all can hear. Can't hear it too much, but a little. All right. I will continue to pull the audience. You can, but you can hear me clearly. Okay. Cool. Slight sloshing, yes. All right. Cool. All right. Our players are looking for their team by matching up the pieces with their name on it. Ooh, all right. These players signed their names when they got here. They did not know that they were signing Amazing Race pieces. And they are now going to be heading. Sorry. All right. All right, so it looks like perhaps our teams have been formed. So we are gonna head on over and check it out. And we're gonna pretend like the sloshing is footprints.
Hey.
All right, we've got Brian, Brad, and Jana. Let's go! Going strong. All right, players are all heading up to the end of this path of the park. I apologize ahead of time for the heavy breathing that you'll probably hear all the time. It's gonna be great. All right, here we have Nina, who is now releasing some clue. We've got some players that are taking it easy, don't want to, expend too much energy on this run. It's going to be a long race. These are what the clues look like. Oh, so cute. Thank you, Nina.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Of course. Okay. Let's go ahead and tune in and see if someone's going to read it aloud. All right. We're joining Melissa, Fraser, and Cam.
The winning.
The winning. You heard it here first. Melissa says the winning team. And hopefully, once Cam unknots that,
Knots and knots.
we will.
Knots on knots.
We will maybe hear a dramatic reading of what's inside.
There you go. I think so.
All right. It looks like our last team, Taylor, Jazzy, and Alex, now receiving their clues. So here we go. All right.
So, yeah, I got more pieces in here. Yep.
All right. So let's read our stuff aloud, please.
So opening scramble, and then there are 3 hints.
Oh, give me the hints back, I think. Thank you. No, yep, thank you.
Okay.
Carry on.
Built in 2005, the Gateway Crossing, which is this little bridge here, spans an impressive 187 feet across the scenic Waduxnikig River. This iconic bridge leads straight into the heart of Holton's historic downtown and will serve you as the entry point to the race. To obtain your next clue, you must unscramble the provided letter tiles to figure out the name of a local Holton cancer charity, then cross the bridge and submit your answer on the other side. 1 hint is provided for free, and up to 2 more can be earned by completing the stated tasks on the next page, submitting your answers at the Riverfront Park Pavilion.
Okay, so we need to figure out the charity.
All right.
What is it? Figure out.
So there you have it. Our players are now trying to figure out the name of the charity that they will have to report. So let's see. Here we've got Taylor, Alex, and Jazzy.
Route info.
Let's join all of our teams so we can see who's with who. All right. Over here we've got Over here we've got Andres and Tyler. They've got some letter tiles that they seem to be scrambling. Got BJ and Miko over there, looking like maybe part of the team. Let's head on over to the bridge where some people seem to be convening. Oh, look, it's host Alan.
What's going on, guys? What a crazy start already.
Crazy. I'm super excited. You know, everyone seems to be running away from me as I walk up to them. Is it me? All right. For those of you just joining us, we are at the very beginning of the amazing race, which is how we are starting. Can you survive the Hunter's Moon? As you can see, some players are making their way over to this bridge. Let's figure out what they're doing shortly. Culp had a triumphant giggle, which was off-putting. All right, looks like... Ooh. Fern thinks they have an answer to one of our
That
hints.
means people of the river. So that if you want to count the planks, we can figure out what people of the river means.
Okay. Here.
All right, so our players... So as we heard, players get 3 hints to help them figure out the name of a local charity here in Holton, Maine. One they got for free. It was that there are 3 words to this charity. The other 2 they can earn by completing a couple of different tasks. Oh, hello, Bergen and Dave. So one of the hints that they can earn is if they count every single plank on this long bridge. I did it yesterday. I got it right, which was exciting. So I'm sure all of these players will follow suit. But that is why if you just heard Brian running in the distance yelling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, seems like they were perhaps trying to mess players up. So some strategy very early on here. Woo! Zooming by me just now was Amanda and Culp, and then Fraser, Cam, and Melissa, who we met earlier. And looks like we've got a grouping up of Fern and Culp and Amanda that are working diligently here. All right.
I'm going to guess it starts with 1, 2, 3. You said 1, 3, 3? And I can't figure out what people of the river might be because there's not a word for people. Do you know what this river's called? It doesn't matter what it's right there. Yeah.
So players have these tiles. Oh, we've got some waving and running from Brian and Brianna and Brad. So for those of you just joining us, the amazing race is underway. Their very first assignment is to identify the name of a local charity here in Holton, Maine. And they are taking those tiles we saw a moment ago, and those tiles will spell out the name of the charity. However, that's pretty hard when you don't know what you're spelling because there's so many different combos. So our players are earning hints. The first hint, as I just mentioned, is that they have to count the planks of this entire bridge and get it right. The second one is they had to find out what of the people means, which is, they have to find, okay, actually, let me just go show you rather than try and explain it while I'm halfway on this bridge, which, wow, look at this view. I did not get to see this yesterday as I counted planks because I was busy staring down at my feet and the wood. Ooh, here comes Cam, Fraser, and Melissa. Love the hustle. Very exciting. And let's check in over here. So you'll see those signs that are like on these posts. They have a bunch of different information on them. One of those will actually give one of the word answers. It's the answer to the hint. All right, we've got Andres and Joel.
Did you get it?
Got David over here, racing around, reading some of these signs. And they seem to be racing away. These signs are posted all over this little park here. Looks like players are taking them in, reading, maybe hoping to solve something. Here's Miko, BJ, and David, feeling like they got it.
Did we let you know? Who do we notify?
Can we just go when we got it?
Players now wondering what they do.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. They give us. I got the second hit.
All right, Alex is feeling strongly about a second hint. So for any of you Amazing Race fans, you know that you're supposed to read the pieces of paper that you get. So we are not giving them any hints because everything they need is on those pieces of paper. So hopefully they will figure that out at some point, because they will need to read to know what to do, which what they need to do is now cross that bridge and join the volunteers from this local charity and say the name of their charity to them, and then they will receive their next clue. So yeah. All right, Amanda reading intently. Joelle and Tyler here arranging some tiles.
It's 3 words, so maybe it's not what we say.
Joelle and Tyler moving some tiles around.
I'm gonna try. Right.
Right.
I'm gonna try it.
Joelle gonna go try something.
Wait.
Alex,
Do I need the whole
Taylor,
team
and
to guess?
Jazzy are heading this way, feeling good. So we'll follow them along. Joelle now asking a local for some help over there, which is completely allowed in the Amazing Race, so good on him. That's fun. All right. Dang it, I'm late. Where is my King Bergen? Do not worry. You will get to see all of these players on the stream today and throughout the week. If you don't see them soon, or if you don't see them now, you'll see them soon. So get excited. We have 21 players out here that are going to be battling it out, and we're so glad that all of you are here as well. All right, so let's catch up to this team. They look like they're going to be hoping to answer correctly.
It is.
All right, they got it. And away they go to read their next clue out loud for the stream. Oh, it's a roadblock. Whoa. Who's? Oh, I guess it's me.
You opened it, or?
Yeah, I did.
Or yeah, do it.
I'll do it.
What is it?
All right, so players that are now at a roadblock has to decide who's going to compete. All right, looks like Joelle, Tyler, and Andres have also gotten this first answer. They're going to open their next envelope.
You want to just step to the side a little bit?
It's a roadblock.
Okay.
Oh, because you can't open it until
Yeah.
you pick.
Who's ready for a blockbuster challenge? I'm thinking like movies. Is anybody into movies? Movie trivia?
You got this.
Oh,
Movie trivia?
got
Did you guys get it?
You got this.
All right, we've got David, Miko, and BJ. And another right answer and another clue is given.
She's gonna do it.
All right, so we've got our
and this,
participant.
I have to do this by myself, right? Or is it
Yeah,
one?
because you opened
Yep.
it.
But we have to go together, right? You
Yeah.
have to go to, yeah.
Okay, come
Yep.
on. I know where it's at. I peeped it when I
All right, so away we go. We're gonna chase Joelle, Tyler, and Andres up this path. So for those of you just joining, we're in the Amazing Race. As you can see, our players have been divided into teams of 3 to compete. And how they did that was when they arrived on site, they signed their name on what they did not know was the back of an Amazing Race envelope portion. When they got here to the Amazing Race, they were looking for their name, and then they had to fit them with the other 2 that kind of formed a complete Amazing Race envelope, and that meant that that was their team. So they're a little random, a little bit heart of the cards, a little luck, but isn't Survivor always? So, Jesus Christ. It's like leg 1 and I'm already heavy breathing. It's gonna be great. So it looks like a lot of commotion here at the Temple Theater, where some players seem to be congregating. Let's, all right, let's follow BJ on in. All right, so we're just gonna now in the historic Temple Theater in downtown Fulton, and
So we're looking for pieces.
we are looking for pieces according to BJ. So here's a theater. Got Taylor over here doing a little search. Got BJ and Tyler as well. This is, Dan says that theater is awesome. I want to go there. This theater is awesome. It's very cute and old-timey and like only open at certain times. But look at this. Oh, Taylor now getting on the floor.
Someone gets the pieces before us. Do we move on to a different area?
All right, Taylor feeling like she has something. Maybe I gotta wait. In the sense that I heard, we love the effort. I hear some clapping outside. Don't know what that means, but here's some yelling. All right, ooh, and Taylor, just like that, has found a baggie. We'll follow her on out and check out what they are doing for this roadblock. All right. Okay. All right, so here we are back in the lobby of this old-timey theater. How cute, a little velvet rope and staircase. And as we can see, our players are here competing in this roadblock where they are unscrambling a movie poster. This is a movie poster puzzle. They all have a different one. And so they are trying to put them together. All right, let's check in and see who is competing in the roadblock. As we can see, our players outside that are not competing can only stare into the window and will their team members on. All right, let's see. So we've got Fraser over here in the corner with a mostly goldish movie poster puzzle. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at this old-timey counter. How cute. Oh, and the Taylor Swift Eras Tour popcorn bucket, which I also own. All right, sorry. Speaking of Taylor, we have Taylor here working on this puzzle for her team. This one is more black and white, it seems. Over in this section of the theater, we've got Matt and Brian.
Hi.
Hi. See, they're ready for the live. And Tyler over here working on a bluish puzzle. Let's check in with BJ, who still is searching for some pieces.
We can't get upstairs.
BJ now systematically going row by row, perhaps, to try and find some pieces. We've got, oh, and BJ, just like that, snatches a bag of pieces and away she goes.
BJ out. And then BJ, can you come over? Oh, yeah. BJ, come over next to BJ.
Oh. So, yeah. So we're spacing these players out because as you can see, as these puzzles start to take form, they're pretty big. Pretty big, full-size movie posters, like what you can see here. So they are putting these together. Everyone has a different movie. So, and here, outside vibes seem to be high, which is exciting. Let's go ahead and take a gander at who is just waiting outside. We've got Andres, Alex,
Hello.
Brianna, Melissa, Cam staring longingly.
Cam's
David.
I'm not in Thursday.
Over here is Bergen, avoiding a hornet, which is, thank God, not chasing me for the first time in all of Can You Survive history. Brad, Dave, Jazzy,
Did you guys drop our intro video?
Nico, we will.
Alicia, did you guys drop our intro videos?
We will, now that y'all have started. Viewers can look forward to an inside view of the cast reveal intro video later on this evening, so you can get to know the players a little better. Looks like we do not have all of our players yet. Looks like we are still potentially waiting for someone to run up the way, because I believe there's only 6 teams inside. There are 7 teams competing. All right. We're gonna head on into the Temple Theater again and check in with our players that are doing this movie theater puzzle. All right, over here is BJ, the most recent competitor of this challenge. She is maybe doing some piece organization. Yes, Caitlin needs to see the puzzle progress. Let's do it. Let's do a puzzle progress check-in. So we've got BJ over here. In the early stages, looks like more organizing, maybe putting a piece together or two. Over here in the corner, we have Fraser, who seems to be doing the puzzle in different puzzle chunks, perhaps going to combine them at the end when he feels good about the different sections. Ooh, we have host Alan in here doing some commentary. Here is Taylor, who has a big, wide, spread out area. I love it. I do the same thing every time I have the space with anything in front of me, so love that. So lots of different sections. It's like still maybe in the organization phase, a couple of pieces that might be together here and there, but that is Taylor. Over here we have Matt, who seems to have the whole potentially bottom of the puzzle if he is right, as well as several other sections. Now maybe searching for where exactly that one piece will fit. Oh, and over here we have Brian, who might potentially be almost done with the puzzle if these are all in the right spots. Not entirely sure, but that's looking at least all the pieces pushed together, if not correctly. Who knows? Not me. And we've got Tyler over here. Let's check in with her. Looking like Tyler's looking for a particular letter right now. And maybe rethinking that, pivoting elsewhere, but it looks like maybe you've got a potential photo. Okay. Yes, these are complete movie posters here. These players are assembling. Tyler potentially has one strip along this bottom, one strip on the top. BJ, a little early on the check, thinking that she figured it out. Perhaps just the name of the movie she thought she was doing, but you have to actually do the entire puzzle, so it'll be a little bit. Let's check back in with Brian, and we are still waiting for one more team.
Brian's still trying to figure out this last piece to the bottom of his puzzle.
All right, we've got players looking on, trying to cheer their teammates on. Everyone's creeping at these windows over here.
We've got Fraser ready, a couple more pieces.
For those of you who are like, Survivor's an outdoor game. Why are we inside of this adorable old-timey movie theater?
Right. And here goes Brian, his first team.
Brian is great.
We got it now. Is my water in there? Sorry.
All right, and Brian has the first puzzle that's been solved, and they will be team number 1 coming out of this roadblock. He's looking very excited. The others are still here, and I think we're waiting on one more team still to even join us at the theater. So again, for those just joining us, we are at the beginning of an amazing race-style challenge to kick off Can You Survive? Our players met up at a park. They had to run all over the park and a bridge to come up with the name of a local charity. Once they have given volunteers of that local charity, shout out to Bridge to Hope, they then were given a clue to come to the Temple Theater here in downtown Holton, where players have had to search a theater for some posts to a movie poster. And all of these players are now solo and putting these pieces together. All right, Tyler, doing a little more maybe organizing searching over here. All right, Matt doing a deep lunge as he puts a piece maybe towards what he thinks is the top of this movie poster here. Melissa cheering her team on in the window. All right, let's check back in. We've got Taylor making a little bit more progress than last we saw her. Got some neon green lettering coming together. Fraser, now with maybe a few chunks that have been placed together. Sorry if you hear the buzzing. This is a soda machine and slushy machine we have here in this local theater. Sorry. As I almost crushed BJ. So sorry about that. I should not be walking backwards. All right. And still we're waiting on one.
They're here.
Oh,
they're
they're
looking
here?
in the theater right now.
Oh my goodness. So our 7th team has now arrived to the theater. Let's check in with them as they search for puzzle pieces. We've got Fern searching the theater. Fern being super thorough in their search for these pieces that they need to find. A little fake out there just now. Our host Alan flipping out about the price of a movie because it is so much lower here than elsewhere in the country right now. No. Okay. Thank you for asking. They're now on their hands and knees, hoping maybe this ground floor view will help them in their quest. Oh my gosh, y'all look at the little baby balcony up there. It's so cute. Oh, and they got, no, that was not a hint. I'm just noticing. No, it is cute though. Sorry. All right. Fern taking it all in. Remember when players started, there were several puzzle piece bags they could have found, but now Fern, as the member of the last team to appear, going to be a harder time doing some searching. All right, we'll leave Fern to their search, and let's check in with our players for a little more progress. We heard a yay. So Matt racing away after finishing their puzzle, which feels like a little bit of a fake out because the top seems like the middle and the middle seems like the top, but it's not, which is cool and odd. Wow, I would have been really thrown for a loop with that one. Glad that was not my puzzle. Anyway, all right, so here is Tyler putting some puzzle together. And we've got BJ, Taylor, and Fraser. All right. Joelle asking for a little bit of an update, chit-chatting with his teammate Tyler, who is over here, has now changed up her perspective, looking at this puzzle, maybe hoping that it will help her see something new.
Yeah, I automatically feel like I'm in trouble.
No, there is.
Okay, cool. Wow, since last we checked in with Taylor, tons of progress appears to have been made. Lots more puzzle pieces grouped together than before.
Sorry, Percy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. David taking everything in from the window. Looks like BJ's got some pieces put together. Our players can do nothing but just kind of hang out while they wait for their fellow teammates to join.
Let me get the ramen.
Wayne wants to know, is this at the Temple Theater in Holton? Why, yes, Wayne, it absolutely is. Excellent eye. This is the local downtown theater, home of the best of films on Market Square since 1918. Temple Theater, where memories meet magic. So fun, bird's eye view. It's like we're on a drone right now. This is the little downtown bird's eye view. We are here at the Temple Theater, and players ran from this direction, and there's the bridge they crossed and counted the planks on. So the players have now made their way here to Temple Theater, where we are currently competing. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Why can't there be fake drone shots of like everything I do? Because that was delightful. All right.
Flag me if someone's like near.
Okay. All right, checking back in with Tyler, moving some pieces around, flip-flopping every which way. Let's see, we've got Fern potentially still on the hunt for their bag of pieces. In the corner, or maybe on the ground, hard to say. Not sure. All right. Tyler talking to herself, potentially, you know, having a little chit chat, maybe a little pep talk action, maybe a little organization. I do the same thing all the time. Let's check back in over here with Taylor, Fraser, and BJ. And maybe when the next participant solves their puzzle, we will follow them outside and carry on in this race.
Killing it. You're so brave.
Got some players just staring into the glass, wondering what's going on. Got Melissa, Amanda, Jazzy, and Joelle looking on, wondering what the progress might be. Fraser wiping the sweat from his brow. A lot of effort. It's been a long puzzle solving situation. So who will it be? I wonder who will solve the next puzzle and be the third team out of the gate. We have two teams that have now left the theater. They have finished this roadblock and they are on their way elsewhere. We have 4 teams with people actively solving their puzzle roadblock, and we have 1 team where their player is still searching for the puzzle pieces. But as we know, this is the amazing race, and anything can happen. For those of you just joining us and saying, did you say The Amazing Race? I thought this was Survivor. You are correct on both counts. We are kicking off this Survivor style Can You Survive game with an amazing race.
Taylor's killing it.
How many teams are there? I thought it was a tribal challenge. There are currently 7 teams of 3 that are competing in this race. This is not a tribal challenge. This is a reward challenge of sorts. Once we get out, I'll let you guys know what the reward is. Temple Theater says that's us, and it absolutely is. We are having a blast in here. Thank you for the bird's eye view of Holton and the town. And with that, Fern now has all of their pieces, and they have now left the movie theater itself, are now out in this fabulous lobby. So Fern now going to start on their puzzle. Ryan says, so cool of y'all to do this. I agree. Thank you so much, Temple Theater, for allowing us to participate in your beautiful space. All of our viewers have really been enjoying taking in the theater as we hang out here and watch our players with eager anticipation. All right, let's see. So Fraser has a lot of pieces stuck together now. Maybe searching for one piece that he feels might be crucial. Not really sure. Got some other pieces in the corner there. We've got Taylor placing some pieces in the middle of her poster puzzle now. This poster looking pretty fleshed out, if all these pieces are right so far.
You get that fine print.
And yes, you did see a flip. These posters are two-sided, which makes it even more difficult. Slater says, this is exciting to involve the small businesses of Holton. We absolutely agree. We're super excited that this local community has embraced us here today and for the lake. Fun fact, we actually have a local news reporter that is covering this race today, so you'll probably see her around throughout the stream. And we're just so grateful that everyone has embraced us. Holton is actually the hometown of our founder of Can You Survive, Brandon. So he was super excited to bring us here. All right, we're getting some rowdy cheering from the Peanut Gallery, aka
It's all Fern's puzzle now.
the players on the teams that cannot do anything but watch on as this roadblock is. All right, and Taylor posted for a check, gets the envelope. Let's follow her outside. And away go Taylor, Jazzy, and Alex heading on over.
Downtown Holton is home to charming boutiques, cozy cafes, and historic buildings that reflect the town's rich heritage. Each storefront contributes to the unique character of this area, making the heart of Holton's community. Search the downtown storefront window, select for the Travelocity. Your next movie win.
Okay, so let's look at every window.
You have to be
10 feet together. So okay, that's
All right.
Okay, but
So, as you just heard,
no. It's just the no. It's just the no. Have you seen Amazing Race?
okay,
Yeah. I mean, these people are gonna think we're so crazy.
all right, so we are now following our team of Jazzy, Taylor, and Alex as they search for some local storefronts. They are searching for the Travelocity roaming gnome as featured on The Amazing Race.
So let's
Yeah.
Cozy cafes, charming boutiques, and historic buildings. That was what was called out. So.
Good call.
Should we?
So bakery is charming.
So we just go down here and just go around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roadblocks. Oh, let's do this.
Our players now saying, "Hey, let's obey the road." All right, so we're gonna cross the street the real way so that I don't get smashed, because I do have a backup person in case I'm struck by a car during this, so that the stream will live on. But you know, our players saying we're looking for charming. Okay, Alex saying that place is closed.
Since the worker has
see any charming gnomes in there. I also looked ready to talk to
You're
us.
right, Jazzy. I also didn't see the team going that way.
I don't think so. Let's
Lydia, thank you.
Travelocity, no.
All right, our players now looking in some storefronts.
And he'd be in the front too. He'd be in the front in the window
Somewhat visual.
for the travel window displays.
That one's kind of busy, like it could have one
Over here in the country.
For those of you joining us, we are in The Amazing Race. Players are in downtown Holton,
It's like a red, blue, white. Think about those.
and they are searching for the Travelocity roaming gnome.
Yeah.
You said you saw two running.
Oh, God, we got it.
Alex feeling like he has it. Did he find the roaming gnome? Yes, he did. And let's head on into Betty Marie's Sweet Shop. All right. And in we head. Hi, All right. So we are inside Betty Marie's sweet shop right now. Another fabulous local business here in Holton, Maine.
So let's leave this part quick. Okay.
Zita Sweets is a non-vegan.
Okay. Betty.
Oh yeah.
Betty Marie's Sweet Shop is a one-stop shop. The shop opened in 2019. So sweets or beets. One person navigate to a local address and deliver a pack. I can do that.
Okay.
You guys do this.
Memorize and perform the main
Oh
country
yes,
song.
I can do that. I know it all.
Yeah?
I already know it.
Okay, I'll do the.
I'm from Maine. I already know it.
Both tours will conclude at the Monument Park, home of Holton's annual Potato Fest. Feast days. Wait.
So I'll take my seat.
You got this.
Whoever's doing sweets, you can take these other things from Grand Key.
Thank you.
Oh.
And not for the
I was so
There you go. You're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and we're meeting at the Monument Park.
Monument
Do you
Park.
guys mind having hold my stuff?
Yep. No.
Oh wait.
So are you guys done? Just meet me at
So
the
wait,
park.
we have to make our way to they're going to be delivered to the main
So you gotta go to the park. I'm
take you to
delivering.
the practice area where the song will be playing on the loop. When you're ready,
I already know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Let's
you
go.
want to start
Oh,
telling us
awesome.
what we're
Yep.
doing?
Good job. Start
Okay.
helping them memorize it.
All right.
Thank you.
Don't want anyone to see us.
All right, and away they go. We will not be following them. We're just gonna hang out for a moment here at the Sweet Shop in downtown Holton. As we just saw, our players came into the shop because they saw the Travelocity roaming gnome in the window, which is there. Oh my God! Someone is streaming inside the store, and I can hear me. That's fun.
You've been watching.
I
Do you
love
know
it.
where to get to Monument Park?
Yeah, just go that way, and when you see the library, it's behind the library. Big Civil War monument.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so as we just saw, our amazing race participants are allowed to ask any locals for directions because they do not have phones or maps to do it themselves. And our players are now going to be, hey Zaya, heading off. So Sarah wants to know, what was the task they got? So they have now been given a 2-sided detour, and they will be doing sweets and beets. So the sweets, obviously we are in a beautiful candy shop, very well appointed, and they received for sweets a little bag of a variety of jelly beans that we picked out yesterday. What the players don't know for sweets is that they will have to identify which flavors are the 5 different flavors. So there's a huge jelly bean stand right over here that no one so far has looked at that I know of. I don't know. Did any of the other players that came before come and look at these? Nope. Okay. So we've had 3 teams come through this candy shop. Little do they know, our jelly beans got pulled from this Jelly Belly display, and so there are flavors written that they could just match up. Or the more fun way, I would say, is getting to eat the jelly beans and trying to determine the flavors. So that is one task that they got. For this last team, Alex will be doing that task of sweets. And for the other task, it is called beets, as in the music, not the vegetable. So those players, as we just heard, were getting directions to Memorial Park, which is going to be where they learn the Counties of Maine song, and they will have to both perform it in a row and correctly for one of our judges, and only then will they complete the task. So as we heard, Jazzy is here from Maine, says she knows the song, and so she might have a little bit of an advantage being a hometown hero of Maine. But of course, Taylor, who was with her, will have to memorize this song, and let me tell y'all, it's quite the song. Yeah, we practiced it earlier, and it's tough. So once another team shows up here, we will maybe follow them out, and that way I don't clue them in to the fact that this is the storefront they are supposed to be in. Or maybe I will poke my head out very clandestinely, trying to see. Sorry. I'm also,
See the reflections.
yes, I'm literally like looking at the reflections across the street to be like, do I see anyone coming?
I don't see anybody for that length of sidewalk. I think you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop out. We're gonna like be super Sorry, this is. Okay, the coast is clear. I'm gonna run around. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Where am I coming from? I'm just gonna. All right, we're gonna take a lap. I'm gonna throw him off the trail because I, with my stream, do not want to clue anyone in to like the order of the race. It's very important that we not affect the game. So this is gonna be interesting because now no one knows where I am. So should we take this alleyway? I don't think that's far enough. Okay. And honestly, I might be turning back around because I don't know where I'm going. But y'all are with me, so it's gonna be great. Ooh. Okay, so let's run because this is not a fun view. But I'm running behind a storefront, and maybe I can like loop out somewhere. I don't know. I'm willing to climb a fence for y'all, but like maybe I don't need to. So maybe I'll just. Okay, this is the corner where we. All right, we're looking both ways before we cross the street. Safety first, and we are heading back to the theater. And it'll be cool if I just come from this way because this is where the players all race towards. So, yes. Logan says, snaps for tech for how smooth that is while you run. I agree. We have a little gimbal stabilizer that keeps the phone stable while I'm jumping, running, and hopping so that you guys have a smooth view and don't get an ASMR headache situation. So here we are at the theater. The coast was clear. So we're feeling a let's go. All right, so we'll catch up with them in a moment. Looks like we've got Melissa, Cam, and Fraser.
You killed it. You killed it.
Got some words of encouragement. We'll just follow this team and then we'll pop into the theater again.
Downtown Holton is home to charming boutiques, cozy cafes, and historic buildings that reflect the town's rich heritage. Each storefront contributes to the unique character of this area, making it the heart of Holton's community. Search the downtown storefront window displays for the Travelocity roaming gnome. Your next clue will be waiting with the worker inside.
All right.
The one group I saw walk this way, they already tried this way, so walk that way.
All right, so we're gonna catch up with them in a bit. We're gonna head on over to the theater for another progress check. Hello, David.
Hi.
And Mika.
Hello.
Everything's great.
Everything's great. We've got Amanda and Culp here.
Sure do.
Watching intently.
Watching intently, love it. And we've got BJ here in one corner. We are back, Historic Temple Theater, where we are putting together some movie puzzle pieces. And for, let's see, Chrissy, who asks, what's going on, LOL? Don't worry, you have a right to wonder, because this is Can You Survive? And we have kicked it off with the amazing race. So our players are going to be racing today. And so we are currently here at the very first roadblock of the amazing race. We've got Fern over here in one corner. They have made tons of progress since we last checked in. Fern's team was the last to arrive here at Temple Theater, but they have made quite a lot of progress here. And here we have BJ,
I'm sitting
still
down to
putting
watch.
together some pieces. This is an all black and white puzzle, so it's pretty hard.
It is. What is it?
So yeah.
That's.
It looked like it was. This?
Yeah.
It's the secret life of.
Oh, I was wearing
Our players over here curious as to what movie the movie poster was.
Life of.
And for those wanting to know the local temperature, I want to say 65 Fahrenheit, but I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, you did.
All right, we're gonna head on out and let's catch up with our team that maybe came this way. Not sure, but away we go. We're gonna try and find our team. Oh, looks like we've asked for some maybe directions from a truck person in the distance. And maybe they already have found the gnome and therefore their clue. So let's see. Hopefully not too much longer. I think Fern was very close to getting their piece. So those two will be heading on over this way shortly. All right, let's do a light jog and catch up with some players. I feel like I see Cam and Fraser here up ahead. So let's follow them for a bit. Let's follow them across the crosswalk like responsible citizens. All right, so they have presumably left the candy shop a little earlier. All right, getting some directions.
How's the running, Alicia?
It hasn't been happening so far, and now I'm strapping in. Ooh, we've got, looks like 2 teams currently in the same vicinity, making their way over here. It's going so well. All right. Okay, so here we are at Memorial Park. This is the park that our, oh Jesus Christ, that our Beats teams are coming to. This is one of 2 detours currently happening. Dion laughing at me because I'm in stage. All right. So here we are at Memorial Park, where players in the Beats detour are having to memorize a song that lists the 16 names of the counties of Maine. And these are quite the names. We're going to tune into the song so you can hear it. So that was the song. Imagine listening to it a million times in a row as you try to memorize this song. So yeah, it's quite a time. All right, so this song is playing on a loop. And from personal experience from yesterday when we dream teamed it, it was impossible to remember the song while also listening to it. So, all right. So once players feel like they have a good handle on this song, which we can see right here, they will head on over to this amphitheater where they will be performing the song for Tabitha, one of our volunteers. So we'll meet up with them in a moment to hear some, I'm sure, beautiful vocal performances. But let's hand this song sheet. Do you have enough for me to keep this for a while, or should I get this back? You have extras? Fabulous. All right. So over here we see Alex and Matt, who are just hanging out here on this bench next to the World War II Memorial. If you'll recall, they had the sweets task and are already back. So they are now just waiting for their counterparts to come on over here and sing. So let's tune in to the show. Hello.
Hello.
Here we have Dave and Bergen.
And stop.
All right, and Bergen just finished one of his attempts. Tabitha's saying close, but not quite. So it looks like team members Dave and Bergen will now both have to sing that song again.
Sagada, Hawk, and Somerset, or Rooster.
It's this one I screwed up.
Penobscot.
Okay, it's going to go again. Let's go again.
Jazzy. Penobscot. You want
All right, Dave getting
Sagada. She said
Sagada. Is that correct?
Sagada. She said it starts with Sag.
Sagada.
all right, so we have Dave and Bergen, who are consulting Jazzy, who is a local Mainer and knows this song already. But as you can see, these are some gnarly words that the players have to sing. Is this an official attempt right now? Yeah. Yeah. Didn't think so. So I do not believe they were the first to attempt. I'm thinking the first to attempt was probably Jazzy and Taylor. Jazzy already knows this song because she had to learn it in school as a minor. So she is now helping Taylor, her team member, who also has to be able to perform it. Over here we have Dave and Bergen, who are doing an official attempt now.
Just gotta kiss. They kind of back oxygen, West Island, Walter, Washington, and York. Lincoln, Knox, and Sagada, Hopkins, Somerset, Augusta, Kenton, Alpha. There are 16 counties in our state. There's Cumberland and Franklin. Piscataquis and Connecticut. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
All right, so Bergen realizing they did not get it. Getting a little performance pressure from the live, which has now joined us. So we have, let's check in, we've got Taylor and Jazzy who are singing. Hey, Brandon.
I have to answer a question.
Okay. Is it close or no? Should I go or no? How long would I have to run for?
Let me show you on a map so you can gauge it yourself.
All right. So over here we have Fraser and Cam, who are intently looking at their song sheets to try and memorize this song that so far is potentially eluding everyone. Has anyone gotten this yet?
Yes.
Oh.
So we are here. Because there it's like 2 blocks.
Oh, that's close. Who's got my stuff? Oh, nice. Yeah. Team B.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Team B, Brian, Brad, and Brianna. Okay, cool. Have gotten it. Let's check it out. Looks like Bergen and Dave are stepping aside, and Taylor and Jazzy are now going to do an official attempt.
Ready? No. You got this. You got this.
There's 16 counties in our state. There's Cumberland, Franklin, Piscataquis, and Piscataquis,
All right. All right, I'll go. Listen to me. All right, ready? I'm going to go fast.
Ready.
There are 16 counties in our state: Cumberland and Franklin, Piscataquis and Kennebec, Oxford, Androscoggin, Waldo, Washington, and York, Lincoln, Knox, Hancock, Saginaw, Somerset, Aroostook, and Penobscot.
And that, my friends, is how it's done. Drop the mic. All right. So Dave and Bergen now stepping up for a potentially. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's head away and up to the maybe to the rec center where the sweets part is. I don't know. Maybe we won't. But I do see Fern over here, so at least one more team has made their way this way. Do we know if there's one more team still in the theater?
There is one team at the theater.
Okay, can we tell me when they're leaving the theater?
Yep.
Great.
Yes, I will keep track.
Thank you. All right, so there is one more team in the theater. When they're done, we will join them for sweets so y'all can see what that station is. And until then, we will hang out here and listen to the beautiful melodies of our players. We are an hour in to this amazing race. And we are still pretty early on in the action, so this is going to be a fun, long day. All right, Taylor stepping up for another attempt.
Can't look at the paper.
Okay. There's 16 counties in the state. There's Cumberland and Franklin. Piscataqua, Piscataqua, no.
Depends on who wants to go first.
Well, she's gonna go. Yeah, she's gonna go. I'm gonna go after her.
All right. 16 counties in our state: Cumberland and Franklin, Piscataqua and Kennebec, Oxford, Androscoggin, Waldo, Washington, and York, Lincoln, Nottingham, Saginaw, and Somerset, Aroostook, and Penobscot.
Ooh, we got a little dance number
There's
from
16
Jazzy.
counties in the state. There's Cumberland and Franklin, Piscataqua, and
Kennebec, when you fucking always.
All right.
Canada, Oxford, Androscoggin, Waldo, Washington, New York, Lincoln, Somerset, Aroostook, and Penobscot. You got it. You got it.
All right, David potentially through. Up steps Bergen.
Thank you.
And there they have it. All right, hugs all around. Dave and Bergen checking in with Jazzy and Taylor, offering them a little help because I think they got some help. Yep.
You want these?
All right, and all right, let's follow along with Fraser, Dave, and Matt, who are now checking in with Dion. Gonna hand off their passes.
That's it.
All right.
Wish you were here.
So it's theater's done.
All right. So here we have this postcard. Our last team is done at the Temple Theater, so we're gonna head on up to the rec center where Sweets is taking place, so you guys can tell about that. Hey, Brandon. Straight down like that street?
Yeah, so go to the stop sign and then go straight, and it's right there on the left.
Wait, that way or that way?
So there's a street right here.
Oh, what?
Go left to this stop sign,
Uh-huh.
and then just go up that street, and it's on your left.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna take the shortcut of diagonal. So we're gonna leave the performance area for now, where our Beats competitors are still trying to get a handle on that song, and we're gonna catch up with the Sweets half, which y'all have not yet seen. Reminder, our players got a little bag of jelly beans at the sweet shop, and they now have to run over to the rec center, where they will have to identify the 5 flavors. And here's BJ now. So we'll just follow along with her. Yes, the pretty fall leaves, they're everywhere. Hello.
Do we just go to a local house and just drop off candy?
Yeah. All right. That is not what we are doing, so that's fun. All right, so BJ is supposed to be going to the rec center. All right, so we're just following BJ, who is currently looking for her team, which she is also not supposed to be doing. So this is gonna be fun. Yikes. She is running back from whence she came. Down there is downtown Main Street. I was, really hoping that she would know where to go so we could catch up with Ale, who is at the rec center. But you know, that's not the case. We see her racing in the distance, and we will continue maybe following her. She almost looked like she was about to turn around. So sorry for this odd view. I was hoping for a quick race over to where Sweets was, but honestly, Sweets is just going to be like eating jelly beans and saying flavors. So maybe we'll just check back in with the Beats people. Yeah. We'll walk back up this hill. Okay, we'll walk back up this hill and see where BJ goes, and if she goes the right way, we'll follow her, and if not, we're gonna head back from whence we came, which is kind of wild because, you know, it's all right. Okay, and she is racing up ahead. Sorry. All right, so for those of you tuning in being like, why are you walking on the sidewalk in the middle of a town? We are in the amazing race, Can You Survive, Holton Main Edition. I'm gonna pray that this truck honors the stop sign, and we're gonna keep heading on towards BJ in the distance. BJ's team currently in last place in the amazing race, and she will be in the Sweets portion of the competition. They are all first at their first detour with Sweets and Beats, and oh, thank God. I think she's found it because I'm gonna cross the street before I get run over by a car. Because Papa is over there in orange, so BJ can see it, which is exciting. So now we can, hooray! Stream is back on track. Go, BJ. All right. All right. So the other half of the Sweets and Beats is over here. We'll get just one player competing in this. Shout out to the car for stopping for me. So nice here. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Oh. Is that my friend? Oh, you know. Oh.
I watched your page on the live stream. I was like, oh, they're coming.
Okay. Give me 1 second to get water, and then I'll explain to you, lovely viewers, what's going on. Okay, so here we have the Sweets portion of the detour. Let's check in here with Sweets, where it says, take the provided bag of candy from Betty Marie's Sweet Shop and deliver it to the front yard of 128 Main Street. Here we are at the rec center. So, yeah. This paper says identify the 5 jelly bean flavors. So we've got BJ having a little snicky snack on these jelly beans to try and determine what flavors they are. And if you said detour, what do you mean? For the 50th time on stream, sorry to all of you that already know, but welcome to those of you that are new. This is the amazing race to kick off Can You Survive the Hunter's Moon. So we are currently midway into this detour, and we've got some jelly bean tasting action going on. We've got maybe a little cleansing of the palate with the water in between jelly bean chews. Love it. And as they are consumed, all right, looks like BJ is looking for a check. And that is wrong. So BJ will have to figure out what actual flavors there are. And so we're just taking a moment to maybe re-flavor profile. Yep. All right. We are just making our way through sweets. Okay. Oh, in the distance I see Brandon walking up the way in his hunter's orange. All right. Let's see. So players have been given a list of 30 different flavors of potential jelly beans and are trying to figure out what they are. So they have an idea there.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the finish? That's where I was going.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. And in the distance, we see Cam, Fraser, and Melissa jogging up this hill. Caitlin, we can get a team placement update in a couple moments. Absolutely. All right. Let's actually. I'm gonna take like 2 minutes.
I feel like they left there a while ago.
No, they just left.
The first.
Oh.
They left a while.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, just doing some little logisticy chit chats. We're gonna leave BJ to a little taste test moment, and we're gonna head on over here. All right. So now that we're
it's going great.
It's going.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right. So I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see me instead of the sidewalk for a moment. And we will do a little team placement check-in. I didn't want to do it in earshot of BJ because that would be unfair. So right now, let's get a little update. Teams started the amazing race at a bridge. They had to figure out the name of a local charity, Bridge to Hope, aptly named for this portion of the challenge. Unscramble some clues, and once they had Bridge to Hope, they told volunteers to Bridge to Hope their name, and they received a clue to go to the Temple Theater for the first roadblock. where one player from each of the 7 teams put together a movie poster puzzle. And they all had different ones, and they had to find the puzzle pieces in the theater and then put them together in the lobby. Once they were there, they got a clue that said to search the downtown Holton area for a storefront with the Travelocity roaming gnome, which was, of course, in Betty Marie's sweet shop. Went to the sweet shop and received their next envelope, which contained a double detour, sweets and beets. Sweets we just left BJ at. She will have to taste test those jelly beans until she figures out what 5 flavors they were. She had several of them wrong. Those flavors were watermelon, coconut, strawberry cheesecake, juicy pear, and buttered popcorn. So some fun, interesting flavors. And the beets side, of course, had to do that charming little song performance in the amphitheater of there are 16 counties in our state. There's Cumberland and Franklin.
You know it yet?
Let's see. It was Piscataquis and Kennebec. No, that's at the end.
Nope.
Oxford and
Androscoggin, Waldo,
Washington and York, Lincoln, Oxon, Hancock, Sagadahoc, and Somerset,
Aroostook,
and Penobscot. Yeah, so
we should have been a team.
yeah, because you're a local. So they had to sing that. I forgot that I was on camera for that. Sorry. But also, you're welcome. So they did that. They have to do it in teams of 2 and sing it perfectly in the amphitheater. And then once they have received their 100% karaoke scorecards, they turn those into Dion, where, as you guys saw briefly, they got a postcard, which had the boy with the boot, which is a famous little fountain at a park near the town center, where they are currently, some of them, competing in a challenge where they have to get one of those little, like, survivor bows, like a bow from a bow and arrow, and balance a ball on top of it and then walk it over to a bucket. So it's like another roadblock, only one can compete, and it's like a balance and agility and all that good stuff. So they're over there. It's a little bit far from where everything else is, so we are not showing you that potentially because we want to get towards near the end of the race where 2 of our teams are already at. We don't want to miss the exciting conclusion, which is why we're doing this little neighborhood walk over to the park with the world's longest name. It's like the community park of the farm and the Derby garden playground, or like, we'll find out, but it's along those lines. And so once the roadblock at the boy and the boot is complete, our teams are heading over this way. I think I see them in the distance. They were looking for a skate park, which has their next challenge. This is a team challenge, potentially called a detour.
Yes.
Yes. And we will be catching up to that shortly. So now that you guys know where we're at in this race, and I'm hearing breaking news. Cam's team is killing it. As we saw, Cam, Melissa, and Fraser were just running up that hill a few minutes ago. They have now completely finished that boy in the boot challenge with the bows that I was just talking about. They are now heading where we are heading to meet 2 other teams. So as soon as we get to this park, I can see it.
I can tell you what teams are there.
Yes, we will join our 2 teams that are there, which are Team B, which I believe was the first place team, first to get out of the Sweets and Beets area. And that consists of Brad, Brianna, and Brian. And then the other team is?
The other team is Matt and Bergen.
Okay, wow. Wow, so the team that we had tuned in with, Dave, Matt, and Bergen, that we saw do the beats correctly, is now also over here. So I think Team B has a bit of a head start on them, but yeah, so as soon as we head over there, I will catch you guys up. And just so you guys know, so this location, this park is the last area that they will be in for the race. They're going to do one challenge here, and then they have to run over to the whole other side of the park and do a puzzle, and then run to the finish line. So we are catching up to the end of the race, but they don't know that. So that's why I'm telling you guys here, another beer shot. So All right, so I'm gonna cross the street safely somewhere, and let me turn the stream around so you guys know what we have going on. So, all right. Oh, no, that was not it. All right, sorry. I have to like turn the camera around. It's like a whole process every time. Okay, so let's hang out with our two top teams so far that I believe are still doing stuff. All right, so we've got maybe some local skaters that are being enlisted for their help. Love this. So we have Team B over here. We've got Brianna, and she is currently competing in a roadblock.
Yeah, the final memory challenge.
Ooh, the final memory challenge. This is the last roadblock. I'm hearing screams, but I don't think it's any of our players, which is great. Maybe it is. Who knows? Okay, so all right, so we have arrived. Here is the skate park I was talking about. As we can see, we have some skateboarders and someone who's yelling in the distance. But basically, this is the final roadblock. So each of our teams of 3 have had one roadblock each to compete in. So one roadblock was the movie theater with the puzzle pieces. One roadblock was the bow with the balls, which we did not see, but was described. And here is the last roadblock. So each team member can only do one roadblock, which means whoever didn't do the puzzle pieces or the bow and the ball is now doing this memory challenge. So as you guys heard from some of the clues, there was quite a bit of information before each actual like task or assignment in the Amazing Race journey that they've been on. And so in all of that information, they have different things they have to know, because now here in this roadblock, they have to string the entire race in order from start to finish based on the correct facts about the places. So here we have starting line, as you can see, and that's the beginning of this rope. And then it leads on over to a lot of different ones. So these facts are stakes in the ground. All right. I feel like that didn't make sense to y'all because it didn't make sense to me as I was saying it. So let me recap. So here we are at a memory challenge. You can see all of these different papers that have been staked into the ground. And our player has to string this orange string through each stake in order that like things happen. So they have to do everything we just recapped. They basically not only had to know the order they did it, but they had to know some sort of fact about it that identifies it as a location. So as we can see, it's not just saying Temple Theater. It's saying stuff like relates to Frank Lloyd Wright and connected to grandmother Norma.
So now you look up.
And
next we went to the candy shop.
Hosted world's largest potato sack race. So players again have to know this information from the little sheets that they were reading all along the way. So as you can see, there's many more orange pieces of paper than there are actual locations they've been to. So there are some red herrings here. And because this is the Amazing Race, players are allowed to use locals to help. So it looks like Team B with Brianna is having some locals search some facts for her. Let's check on over with the other roadblock competitor, Bergen, who is also enlisting the help of some locals, it appears.
Construction on Temple Theater began in 1918. Theater opened on...
Hey.
Yeah.
This one and
Huh?
that one?
Yeah, she has 2. It's not his.
All right, so it looks like
Bergen, I'll let you pick one and I'll tell you about it. Where it's at.
Okay, I know that one's already. So let me talk to me about built in 1919.
That is the Temple Theater, which was built in 1919.
all right. So as we see, our competitor Bergen just got a clue from Evan, our game maker. So basically every 5 minutes, if players don't know one of these facts and they're not sure what it is or what it relates to, they can ask for an identification to be told. So as time goes on, players will receive more hints, one every 5 minutes. And so it looks like we've got this clear string here. Currently, Bergen has starting line, and then spans Maduxnikig, and then looping over to built in 1919. The rest of the length of rope will have to go through the other stakes with the other clues that are correct. And again, there are red herrings. So we're going to leave them to their string theory over there. And we're going to head this way. We've now got Melissa, who appears to have joined the field in this section.
Which means go in.
Okay. All right, so Melissa now joining us as the third team to attempt this roadblock.
Oh my god.
Do you understand how it works?
Not really.
There are 6 real clues you encounter during the race on your clues.
Okay, so 6 ways this is going to go.
And then you have to find the 6 and weave them in the correct order you encountered them. And there are 4 red herrings. And you will finish at the finish line and ask for a check. So
And I have to do this one because I picked up the rope. Ah! I don't remember any of these.
All right, and there you have it. That was a much better explanation than I could have dreamed to give. So players had clues in each of their papers and their amazing race envelopes as they ran this race, and now it is up to this roadblock person to order them correctly. But there is, of course, a twist because they're not just going to say the locations that they were. You're not going to see Temple Theater or Betty Marie's Sweet Shop here. You're going to see different facts or different tidbits about each location.
Every 5 minutes you'll get a hint.
Every 5 minutes, if they haven't completed it, they will.
Can I get a check?
Melissa's asking for a check.
Not correct.
Do I know what's wrong?
Nope.
All right, so that was a no. Let's check in with our fellow team people who are just waiting in the wings on the side. So let's see who the teams are that are here. Reminder, these players have all already competed in a roadblock, either the Temple Theater puzzle pieces or the Boy and the Boot bow and ball competition. How's that for a tongue twister? So here we have Brad, Brian,
Hello.
Matt,
Hello.
Fraser,
How we doing?
Dave, and Cam. Just hanging out, waiting in the wings.
My family who is watching.
Yeah, me too.
I'll know who my family is.
Whoever watches is my new family.
Hashtag. Shout out to the Sarah's family. The jelly beans came in handy. It was a big deal.
Toss when you're done.
Jelly beans sound fantastic right
All
now.
right, so there you have it. Our players absolutely love getting the viewer support throughout the stream. As you all follow along and comment, feel free to shout out who you're rooting for and who you are a big fan of. And players are, of course, able to watch all these live streams after the game concludes, and they'll be able to see all of your encouraging and supportive messages. So feel free to shout out as much as you would like. We absolutely love to see it here. And if anyone has any questions, shout them out in the chat, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. All right, we've got
Another team's coming.
Brianna asked for a check, potentially wrong because she just undid the finish line.
What about this one?
Brianna now asking for another check. And it's a no. And here we have another team approaching. All right, we've got Taylor, Alex, and Jazzy now approaching over here.
Who is doing the robot? The other two will go over there.
Okay.
All right, and with that, Taylor and Alex are heading away from the challenge field area. Jazzy will be competing in this roadblock for her team.
Take this home, girl. You got it.
What is it?
You can get over here. You said there's a station over here. But there's kids.
All right, Jazzy now opening her envelope.
Okay, I have one.
Yeah, Melissa asked her.
Taking it all in. Melissa now asking for a check. Melissa now getting her first 5-minute time hint. All right, so Melissa now has that answer, going to reset her line. She has found out that after starting line is the one that she just asked about. All right. Brianna now finishing it.
The monument. Hold the monument.
So it goes 1. Count it. Follow through.
Okay, so it goes 1 is that. 2 is the painting that 3 is Randall. 4 is Randall. 5 is 6.
And with that, Brianna coming out of this roadblock victorious and running on over. So let's follow her. Team B. Still ahead.
Hey, boys. Hey, boys. Boys, come here.
Wow, what?
Getting some.
Thank you.
You're the best.
All right. And we'll race away with Brianna, Brad, and Brian. They have Brianna competed in that roadblock challenge and won. We are now running in this direction after getting some directions from their skater friends. All right. So we are just heading on down this way, following this team. Oh. Brian sees them, he says. We are following Team B, which is Brad,
B3.
Brianna, Team B3.
Is anyone on this or?
Brad, Brianna, and Brian.
You got this. Come on, home run for me.
Yeah. Okay, we made it to the puzzle. This is not the end of the race. Sorry, y'all. Okay.
The logo, right? This is CYS. Here's an S. Top of an S. Letter Y.
1 second, I'm gonna get
C.
I'm gonna have a hydration moment, and then I will be back to explain what you're watching.
Okay, got it. Something like that.
Please hold.
I got border. Here, get straight lines together. Yeah. Here's the wolf. These are empty. Border. Full white. Pass. Right.
It's full white, but corners.
Sorry,
No,
it's
you're
blank.
good stuff.
So I don't know if it's a bonus piece or just mess with it. All white.
Where's the other?
Yeah,
All right.
It should be letters.
So for those of you who joined my very silent, except for heavy breathing jog down this big gravel path down here, we just left a roadblock and raced this way. This team B3, currently in first place, is now putting together a classic CYS puzzle.
So we can finish up the triangle, the logo, those hippie pieces.
I do need a scooter, Wayne. That is true. But we're making it work.
I don't know if that's okay. Maybe this is the bottom. Oh, true. Could be.
So let's check in with our players.
This one is.
Thank you, Ty. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Danny, wait, is this the amazing race? Why, indeed, it is. How did you know? Just kidding. It was probably the roadblocks and detours that gave it away. But we have kicked off season 7 of Can You Survive? The Hunter's Moon with an amazing race through downtown Holton, Maine, where we are doing this season.
Okay, these are the top or the bottom. Right? Yeah. This is.
So let's check in, get some shots from above, some puzzle progress. Got Brad, Brianna, and Brian, who are currently solving this puzzle.
Okay. So that. Yes. Here, this goes here, right? No, this. Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, leave it there for now.
If we need a straight line, like a big straight piece.
Yeah.
A lot of communication happening here.
This L.
Some ideas about how this puzzle is going to go. Danny wants to know, how did you divide the teams? So, excellent question. When players were checking in, they had they had to sign their name to what they thought was just a white foam board puzzle piece. But actually, those foam board puzzle pieces on the back was the Amazing Race envelope. So basically, once the Amazing Race began, they had to run over and find their name on that foam piece. And then each set of foam pieces was cut differently to form a different little 3-piece puzzle. And they matched those together, and whoever matched with those 3 pieces that fit, they were a team. So it was like completely random, but also the players, got to sign the piece that they felt, spoke to them, I guess. So that is how the teams were put together. And the players found this out at the beginning of the race, but if you're curious as to what they're playing for, the first team to arrive at the checkpoint wins immunity at the first tribal council. And that is the first tribal council of the game, not each individual first tribal council for the 3 of them. So whoever...
We're looking for Wiggly stuff. Where the Wiggly...
Yeah, so, whoever is attending that first tribal council, they will have immunity. And, on the flip side, the team that comes in last will lose their vote the first tribal council they attend. So it's not quite a beware the Amazing Race, but almost, because the team that wins gets a big advantage, and the team that loses potentially getting a big disadvantage in this game. So pretty high stakes on this race. Yeah.
Is this driving or no?
Okay. So.
Yes.
All right. Let's check back in. Get some puzzle progress.
Yeah, see how this is.
Okay, well this right here has that. So.
Thank you, Lydia. Yeah, it is a fun way to let everyone finish, because I feel like everyone wants to run the race and have that checkpoint moment. And of course, we want to give that to all of our players. So I'm sorry for the wind that seems to have picked up right now. I'm going to try and block it a bit with my hand. Don't know how successful I'll be, but we're making it work out here.
So that, wait, is this? No, how about over here? Because you got, it looks like it would fill out.
Right, let's get on in here.
Separated parts is confusing me. Oh, it's a torch, duh. Yes, that lines up. Yeah. And then so this would be like that.
That, okay. Except for this doesn't fit right here.
Well, we have a few weird shapes over here, so they might Tetris it.
No, I don't think
this goes here.
that goes there.
Okay, and then what's a we need like something
like that?
Yes.
But I don't think it's this piece. It's too.
I think maybe. You're right though. We'll be cautious about that one. Here's a hexagon, so this has to go. Oh, this has to. Oh, just goes here.
That does?
I think so. I think that's maybe. I think so.
I spy 2 other teams now joining the puzzle field. We've got Cam, Melissa, and Fraser that are now power walking towards one puzzle bag. And it looks like we've got Dave, Matt, and Bergen who are around another puzzle piece. So this just got interesting. We've got, again, this is Dave, Matt, and Bergen on this salmon-y colored puzzle right over here. Got Cam, Fraser, and Melissa on this gray puzzle.
It's gonna go on the top. This is part of the.
Got some heavy breathing amidst discussion about this puzzle. And over here, of course, we've got Brian, Brianna, and Brad with the yellow puzzle.
This one has to go, if that matches this, then it has to be here. There. And then this.
All right, let's check in with our
Okay.
other teams.
This can go on the top, something like that. I think that's the top. Yeah, nice. And this many pieces.
What's this shape? Is it
It's like a heptagon
like
or something,
this.
right?
I think that, yeah. Something kind of like that. It is, yeah, like something like this on the top, yep.
All right. Let's check in over here. Got our volunteers looking on. So for those of you that had a really sharp ear, one person from each of these teams has each identified this as like a classic CYS puzzle. So a lot of them already know what it's kind of supposed to look like.
Here, so this could be a corner, right?
Right, checking in with
do
Bergen,
you have
Matt, and
another?
Dave
This.
now.
No, this is gonna go here. Oh, there we go, there's the torch. Is that? There we go. This is the liner. Okay.
And yellow team asking for a check.
Up there? We're not done yet? God.
Your stuff is back here too.
Oh, no.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Where's the finish line?
Up
Can we mess this up?
Let's go. Oh, I will. Okay, come on. Brad, I believe in you.
And we're off. Brianna racing up
Come on, Brad.
this hill. Got Brian and Brad coming on up. And we are currently going up what looks like a road, but is in fact the Soapbox Derby track of Holton. Every year they have a Soapbox Derby tournament, and they actually ride Soapbox Derby cars all the way down this hill. Thank God I got a slight lead on them, because wow, this is a hill, and this is something. Okay. Jeff Probst's words, "You have got to dig deep," is like echoing in my mind right now as I run up this hill. And here we have our checkpoint mat with host Alan.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Yes, Brad. Come on, Brad.
Brian, Brad, Brianna, congratulations.
Yeah.
You are the first team to finish. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Oh, God.
You with the freaking puzzle.
Thank you.
One of you will be safe round one, tribal council. Bye, guys. You're all up there.
Hey, we got this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you want these back or?
There's some jelly beans in there. Be careful. Rumor has it that ABC aren't even chewed.
Congratulations to our winning team of the Amazing Race. Team B3 with Brian, Brad, and Brianna.
They had you running out there.
B also stands for heavy breathing.
Oh my God.
Incredible. So, and this is
Thank you.
just in time because my phone is at 20%. So we love that. Incredible effort. This team got out ahead really early, and I don't think they ever lost their lead. Brian, I believe, was the first puzzle person out of Temple Theater, and I think they never looked back. So, incredible job. Way to go. Way to go. So, we're gonna stay up here and maybe not run back down the hill. Right. Amazing. So, as we just heard our host Alan say, he said one of you will be immune at the first tribal council. So they quickly realized that Team B3 is about to be on 3 separate tribes. So, we got a race to the finish here for second and third. Let's see who's gonna win out. We've got Cam and Melissa and Fraser in front. Looks like Bergen, Matt, and Dave behind them, kind of taking their time. Maybe gonna give team number 2 their little moment.
Let's go, guys!
We've got Cam, Fraser, and Melissa heading up this way.
Go.
Being cheered upon, cheered on by.
I'm together, guys.
Cam, Fraser, Melissa, you are the second team to arrive. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Good job.
And up come Bergen, Matt, and Dave. Running in tandem, 3 men across. Hey!
Bergen, Matt, Dave, you are the third team to arrive. Congratulations.
High fives all around for team number 3 of Bergen, Matt, and Dave. Did an iconic jump onto the mat to finish out the race. Congrats. Can we get an update on how our other teams are doing for the stream? Yes. All right. Celebration all around. Hugs all around. The way they jumped in sync was super cute. I agree. Katrina. Now, of course, everyone down.
Big guy trying to move forward.
You crushed it, dude. You got to sound like I'm trying, man.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like I thought they said the part of
Slater says next leg. Thankfully, we get to ease into the next portion of our game, which will be Survivor after the Amazing Race. Katrina wants to know how many teams are there. So there are 7 teams competing in this race. We have, of course, now seen 3 teams make it to the finish line checkpoint with host Alan. So there are 4 teams that are still out there racing. And these 4 teams are all desperately hoping to not be last place, because last place, as they found out at the beginning of the race, will lose their vote at the very first tribal council. It's a big deal to not have your vote. You don't get to potentially kind of help save yourself with your own vote. You don't get to build trust with your team. Hang on. I don't know if y'all want to see me, but I'm assuming better me than the road for like 10 seconds. I just got word that another team is heading towards the puzzle, so we'll go back down and join them in a moment. We'll head back down the hill. Okay. All right, so yeah, but last place team will lose their vote. So as we said, can't help save themselves in a vote, can't build trust by saying they'll vote one way and then proving to potential alliances that they'll vote that way. And also, you know, do you want to work with someone that can't vote with you and your plan to, kind of steer the very first vote, what kind of can be a game-setting vote in the direction that you're hoping it'll go. So big stakes here, and we will keep on streaming until we reach the conclusion. So we are heading on back down to this puzzle base camp. We're gonna call it a base camp as though this is a mountain, but really it's a hill. Whew. Thanks. And I see in the distance it looks like Jazzy, Alex, and Taylor are now puzzling. So let's see. I'm at like 20-ish%. I have a power pack somewhere. Oh, I know where my power pack is. I have to reach for it here. Okay, almost hit myself in the face with the charging cord, but it's all good. All right, so bear with me as I plug in my phone. The stream is going to tilt a little bit crazy because it's like going to be off balance from what it was, so just bear with me. But now that we're at the base of the hill, we'll tune in with these players as they do this puzzle. So let's flip us back around so we can see our fabulous players. And I will have a little charging moment. And yeah. Hey, Ali, can you hold the streaming stick for a second? I'm going to plug us in. Thank you. Can we aim down at the players?
That goes on the bottom, but maybe not.
Thank you.
I got you. Sorry.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to charge up here. Please. Let's see. Is this charging? I feel like no. Hang on. Nope. All right. Let's try this one. This cord looked a little weird. I was told that it definitely worked, but it's appearing like it does not.
I have one.
So I have an extra one in my backpack. So let's get that one. Nina, can you come grab it from my backpack? Great. It's in the middle, up and down vertical pocket. It should be another gray silver one like this. Thank you.
Okay, that's definitely there.
Okay. All right. Let's try cord number 2. This feels like a little challenge in and of itself to see which one is going to work. That is, Kevin, you are right. All right, let's... Why? I was assured that these both worked, and neither of them is working. So let's try cord number 3. Because I definitely charged this entire... Oh, y'all, I didn't push the power button, so... Good thing I'm not competing in the race, because we'd still be back on the bridge, probably. And let there be power. Yes. All right, we are charging. So I can stop talking about that and talk about the players again. All right. So here we are. We're powered up and good to go for the conclusion of the race.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Perfect.
All right. So here we've got Taylor, Jazzy, and Alex.
Yes.
Feeling like they're making some progress around this purple puzzle.
It could be up here.
Wait. So this has to. You think it's at the top?
It could be. Yes.
Is it at the top? Maybe?
This I got this.
Okay.
That's correct.
Nope, that's gonna go on this side, I think, because it's gonna come down.
Oh wait,
into
right
like
here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Where's that
Okay,
little
so then
pointy piece
let's-
I gave you? Right here. Look.
They're feeling like
this, guys.
they might be onto
Yeah,
something.
perfect. And then we need something
right
to
there?
go down like this.
Yes,
Is
that looks good.
Is that right or no?
Oop, that's definitely right. This
That's
is
right,
definitely
yeah,
right.
Okay.
So we need something
Little piece.
Skinny piece.
A lot
What's
of
in your hand?
communication.
Yep.
This is it?
Yeah.
Discussing
Yep. Put it right in.
the puzzle
Yeah.
pieces.
Okay. Oh, so this is one of those puzzles that's cut in a weird way that makes you think you're
Yeah.
the right thing. I see what they're doing.
So I need a white.
Taylor thinks she might be making a breakthrough with the puzzle
here.
creation strategy of it
So,
all.
Identifier is the top, right?
Yeah.
Look, this is a right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
See, Jazzy, you are crushing this, and we are.
Thank you. I can't run, but I can do puzzles.
Wait, does this go?
Here's another one that has a skinny thing to it.
It's like.
Right here.
This looks right?
Yeah.
This looks right. Yep, that's correct.
Okay, we need purple.
Wait, right here.
Purple.
Is this right here or no?
Could be this.
Yes.
Nope.
Slater?
Nope. Something else that looks like over
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Still
Nope.
That is
But
correct.
this could probably go on the bottom. Oh no, you know what? Right here.
We'll
Something like that.
chit chat about that in a bit.
Okay.
Wait, right here. This looks like an edge piece.
like a
Yeah, it does.
Lots of communication from Alex, Taylor, and Jazzy.
This is probably.
And I'm gonna scan the distance from whence we came, from the memory roadblock that is super far that way. I will not be racing back there, sorry. I will just go up and down this hill a lot of times. It's gonna be great. So currently no one else approaching this puzzle field. So as a reminder, this is the 4th team to compete in this puzzle. There are still 3 more teams in the race.
Somehow, this is probably here.
This is probably my favorite part of this puzzle.
Which what is it?
This was the stupid grappling hook that I could not do, and then the puzzle was at the end after.
So for those of you that are CYS fans, as Kevin, one of our volunteers, is saying, this was a puzzle featured in the last season of CYS for Tides 4. Players, I'm sure, are happy that they don't have to get these pieces with a grappling hook before solving the puzzle. They just get to run a whole amazing race before the puzzle instead. So,
don't miss that. I couldn't do that grappling hook for my life.
Right. I keep being faked out. I keep like hearing like chit chat in the distance. I'm like, ooh, is another team coming? But it's just all the other teams at the top of the hill.
Right? Or side. Like this. Or I think this might go here.
Okay.
Or somewhere.
Wait, but that actually looks.
Because see how it goes. Like, look, it goes down. Like, and then it connects. I think. Or something like it.
That seems right there.
Yeah. That's correct.
We need more slanty. Like this. See, like. Oh wait. How about that?
Yep.
That.
Oh, that's perfect.
Do
So
that.
then. Anything else that slants. This slants. See how it slants, but I don't know how to put it in. Oh, wait, right here too.
Maybe this.
It could be the bottom. Oh.
Let's get some bird's eye view of this puzzle progress so far. Got a lot of pieces that are connected all together, but are they correct? That is always the question with a puzzle. They're touching together, but are they right?
Wavy white?
Anything that looks wavy white,
Wavy
you
white.
gotta connect, you gotta continue this.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, make sure that this is.
Alex feeling like maybe he's on to
Oh, this
something.
looks wavy.
Wavy.
With wavy white.
No. Yeah.
The fun puzzle
Ooh,
descriptions
yeah.
that people come up with are.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, now we need something that sticks in here.
Okay, right here.
Oh, perfect.
That. Okay.
This team feeling like some good progress being made.
It also could come up higher if we need it.
It might, yeah. Is there any
Because, like, see how this is gonna go somewhere like.
I think. Let's take that out.
Or maybe does it go right here?
Maybe like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was painted similar.
And then this is here. This looks right.
So.
Wait, but there's a lot of pieces left.
I know.
So we might have to bring it up further.
They, like,
Is
push,
there
like, the
anything
middle
from-
part up? Hold on. Look at the little piece over there. Wait.
Alex now standing up for a bird's
I do
eye
feel
view
like
of the puzzle.
So we've got
The
these
white-
pieces left.
I think this is over here. See how like this
Yes,
lines
yes,
up kind
yes,
of
yes,
here?
yes.
Yep.
So wait,
So that-
can I move
take that
this
out?
Yep.
There might
Do you
be
think- Wait.
one more layer.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Like
Right.
maybe we pull this up.
Yeah. Pull up a little bit. Okay, let's just do that for now because that connects. This all.
Yep.
That all
'Cause
kind of connects.
That's nice.
These purples could continue.
Okay,
like that.
yep. Oh,
You
good
see
job.
what I'm
Good
Oh,
job.
look
Good
at
job.
you.
Oh, and this
Oh,
goes right
yeah.
here.
saying?
Good
There we
job.
go. There we go.
Okay.
Now,
Wait,
this
wait,
could
wait.
be here. No.
Wait. That has to be this side
Right
going
here.
down.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Look
We're
at
almost
that.
done.
And then this has to go
Like that.
like that.
Yes.
And then
that's
this
correct.
goes up
Yep,
here.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
this. Wait.
Uh,
Wait. Is it ready? Or is it?
Yep, that looks
Flip.
good.
Flip.
Wait.
Like this? No.
No.
It is like this. But maybe like this.
Yep, perfect.
Check.
Yep.
Let's go. Okay.
Players
Go up the hill.
Grab all your stuff.
are now heading up the hill, so we're gonna go let them have their finish line moment. Oh, okay. They're saying they don't have to race, and I love them for that. Because I'm gonna hang out and watch them while I walk up the hill. Got some cheering in the distance from our teams that have finished. They're encouraging team number 4. Team number 4 calling it a mental marathon that they just did. I could not agree more. Lots of different elements to figure out along the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, and then I know you did. I was like, huh? I was like, what? Oh shit, you're right. Sounds right.
Alex, Taylor, and Jazzy now downloading on their experience.
I know it's an incline, but no one's here yet. No, I know. So I'm not rushing. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, yeah. Nice view. Yeah, this is a really nice view, actually. Yeah, that was fun.
This is a really nice view. We'll just take it in for our viewers back home. Here we are on the lovely Soapbox Derby Hill in Holton, Maine. Louis says this location looks like a movie set, and I could not agree more. And if you think this is cool, just wait till you see our location for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah. You got it. I'm proud of you. Oh, yeah. I want to hold hands and jumping past the finish line.
All right. All right, team number 4 making their way up to the checkpoint where this may look familiar at timer 3. Louis says this makes me want to pick apples and paint pumpkins and drink a pumpkin spice latte and Ugg boots. That is the exact vibe we were going for with our fall edition of Can You Survive? The Hunter's Moon.
You got it! Good job!
Host Alan looking on.
You got this. Good job.
Got it!
Job! 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Jazzy, Taylor, you are the 4th team to arrive.
All right, and congratulations to team number 4. Alex, Jazzy, and Taylor now high-fiving all around with the rest of our finishers. Players now wondering where the other teams are, asking for updates, because these teams have been up on the hill for a while and they're curious. So.
They're kind of like witching.
No, nobody's at the puzzle at all.
Yeah, all the kids love my mom.
All right.
I was going to. Okay, guys, listen to Jazzy's segment.
Bergen asking for Jazzy to sing a rousing rendition of the county song from the Sweets and Beats.
I sang it too, like 7 times. Let me get it down. Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
All right, so we will.
I really was going to, but then she's finished. I said, go see
All right, so we are looking on our first 4 teams to finish. Our last 3 teams are still competing. They are on the complete other side of the park, still working on the memory challenge. But do not worry, if there is a face that you want to see, we will see them soon when they join the puzzle at the base of this hill. All right, so we're gonna leave these tiny dancers up at the top of this hill here, and we are gonna head on down because I'm receiving word that another team has left the memory challenge roadblock and they are heading on over to the puzzle. So don't worry, you will see your faves soon if you have not seen them in a minute here on The Amazing Race. We will see all of the teams finish the puzzle and race up this hill and complete the race. So do not worry, you will see Tyler in a bit. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of an excellent thought. You know, you haven't seen these teams in a while that are still competing in the race. These 4 teams at the top of the hill are now getting tons of FaceTime with each other. This is not a one-world game where every player is going to get to talk to every player. So this is some crucial time to get to know some of the other people in this game from first impressions. And the longer that you're running this race and not finishing, the less time you are going to have to kind of have that social time with all of the players. So it's kind of like a, you know, not only are you losing your vote at the first tribal council if you lose this game, but you're losing out on some really valuable face time with everyone. So big stakes in this amazing race competition. All right, I see another team now working on this puzzle, and it looks like potentially a team that was starting out in first place has now super caught up, which is huge because I see Fern, who was the last one to grab the puzzle pieces from the Temple Theater Challenge. Their team was last to get there, and last to get the pieces is now not last in this amazing race. So anything can happen. We've got Fern, Culp, and Amanda now working on this red puzzle. So let's listen in. We've got quite a bit of it together so far.
We need a piece of the line on it, guys. Yeah. See, that's the piece we're missing. The line on it.
Let's just be careful.
I'm gonna work, if y'all work on that, I'm just gonna work on piecing these together.
Yeah, all these white ones are a little on the funky side.
Okay, these go.
We've got Culp, Amanda, and Fern. Kind of doing a almost maybe divide and conquer strategy for this puzzle.
That definitely goes there.
Fern feeling good about some puzzle piece placement here.
Hold on, maybe? What does that look like?
Right, we just need
Could be something.
over here. A little bit like a piece, like you need a piece
This,
of the triangle.
yes, this is right.
You need a white piece with a triangle on it. See right here? That comes down and goes over. Like. There it goes. Right.
Something like this.
Lots of
Something about this side, because it doesn't.
discussion.
I think this might go over there. Yeah.
From Fern and Amanda.
Oh, hey, that's a good spot. Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Yes,
that's right.
smart.
That's right.
Perfect.
That's
You're
right.
over it.
Fern and
Yes,
Amanda
another
feeling
corner
good
piece in
about
here somewhere.
a couple pieces they might have just put together.
That's great.
What about this? No.
Nope.
No.
Definitely goes like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Nice, great job.
Okay.
We are doing
Good
good.
job. All right.
That looks
Encouragement all
nice.
around
Yes.
from this
Nice.
team.
There we go. Oh, wait.
Wait a minute.
Something.
No, we don't quite now.
Just over here sitting down for the
Wait a
first
minute,
time
whoa,
since
whoa,
this
whoa,
race
let's-
started,
Right.
which we love.
No, we don't.
I'll try this part.
We don't.
We don't like it.
Oh, I can't believe this. I didn't know these were here.
We need this. We need some kind
And
of
here
weird
we
funky
have
piece.
another team joining us, heading on over to this challenge field. We've got Andres, Joel, and Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
It's CYS. It's CYS.
One of the backs. You're gonna work on the puzzle. Yell check when you're ready.
Okay.
All right. Joel shouting out, it's CYS, it's CYS. So we've got Andres, Joel, and Tyler who are now working on this puzzle in blue and white.
Let's get all the letters together. Let's start with the letters.
That's right there. Yeah.
Here.
Which means there's only one more team that is racing and not at this puzzle.
Set there? Yeah. Perfect.
So there's going to be a circle.
As we know in Survivor, the puzzle is the great equalizer.
You have to look for a base, so look for something coming down on the top right.
Wait, is this here?
Well, look, see how these have little things sticking out?
There's some quickly put together the letters CYS and are now trying to figure out what else might go where.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did it.
No.
Okay. Yes, got that.
Yeah,
White all the way down the side.
White all the way to flying.
White on the side.
Joelle trying to get a little intel, and this team running away, so let's follow them. Got Colt, Amanda, and Fern racing up the hill, but Amanda doesn't make it in front of them, but the odds are not great.
Amanda, you are the 5th team to arrive.
Is there a bad one here?
You did well, Alicia. Yeah.
All right, so we are gonna head on down our favorite local hill and leave our triumphant teams up there. I realized as I was running up here, I do not know why I'm still carrying my backpack with my water in it, so might be ditching that here at the base of the hill to make running either slightly easier or trick my brain into thinking it's slightly easier. A little bit of a placebo, perhaps. But congratulations to, Fern, Culp, and Amanda, who made incredibly quick work of that puzzle. And looks like we perhaps have our current last team joining us here at the puzzle base. So, yeah. Sorry. Whew. All right. And confirmed, our final 2 teams in the amazing race are currently both at the puzzle stage. Looks like we've got Tyler, Joelle, and Andres working on the far side, still where we left them. And we have Miko, BJ, and David over here, a little closer to us. We do indeed have a race on our hands. That is true, which is exciting. Okay. Okay, just gonna ditch my backpack and then we'll head on over and get a little puzzle update for y'all. For those of you that can't see, which is everyone, my hair is currently stuck in my water straw, so that's fun. Hey. All right, I'm just going to untangle myself and then we'll head on over.
Sorry, I'm trying to. I got it.
Okay.
Let's just
Unclip this. Thank you. Okay. All right, I'm free, which means we are now free to check out the progress on David, BJ, and Miko's puzzle. They're competing on this black and white puzzle.
No, I don't think it goes like this. No, I don't think so.
Let's get a progress check with our other team over here. Got Andres, Joel, and Tyler over here. Got a big chunk of the puzzle together.
So leather goes right here. A blue piece
This?
is a line.
Go back.
No, this goes here.
No.
Here. No.
Keep fighting. Is it this one?
Oh, what's this?
I don't know. That looks like that goes, but it doesn't.
Not flipped anyway? All right.
This is definitely like the top to something.
All right, let's leave Andres, Joel, and Tyler for a moment and head on back over to Miko, BJ, and David, who are all three looking at the puzzle from the same way. I don't think we've seen that strategy yet.
Here. It's somewhere around. You say it's all white. Here.
We also have this one.
All right. And for those just tuning in to this amazing race, we have our final two teams battling it out in this puzzle portion. Neither of these two teams wants to come in last place. I am impressed that neither team seems to be losing their cool. Both teams are focused and intent on solving this puzzle. Joel, Tyler, and Andres think that they are onto something.
White and blue.
Hold on,
White and blue.
Here.
Yes.
The line.
Okay, I got the line right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a little,
White with a little bit
get a little
blue.
bird's eye view here.
Working together.
No. Thick blue on the outside. No? Hand me that one right there next to you. Oh, sorry.
Or maybe that's that.
This one is
Right here. This was right here.
Yes.
Here.
Curve. See that line?
No.
It has to be this.
Oh, here.
Oh wait, it is this. I think it's just out a little bit. We'll find out. Just keep going. What is this?
This has to be on that side. Like maybe here.
This is the corner. Over here.
A lot of discussion about what pieces might go where.
Where is this fit at?
Let's check back in with Miko, BJ, and David. Let's see what their puzzle's looking like.
Wait.
I have this line still too.
These are the final two teams in this amazing race challenge.
So on here. Here? Oh, yeah. Here. Maybe. Because we have a lot of blue. Okay.
Yeah, no. Over here they go to red.
So then we just have to pick up those pieces. Is there a block of white?
Players trying pieces every which way, hoping something will make sense and something will fit.
Right here, okay.
Oh, okay.
This goes here.
Okay. For sure. What
Yeah, okay.
No. What something? This goes higher.
David feeling good about that piece. Immediately moved by BJ, let's check back in. I'm hearing lots of yes, yes, yes over here from Andres, Tyler, and Joel.
You're close. We got it. It's okay. Just look at all the pieces we have.
This is solid white, so this has to go like down here.
Here, no.
With a blue strip on it. No. Put that out a little bit. Do we have any white pieces left?
No, like not just solid white.
This goes here. This goes here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Maybe this is
Put
at
that
the
right
top.
there.
No.
Sideways.
No.
Sideways.
No.
You see anything?
Right here. Over here at this top.
Here. This goes here.
This. No.
I think that goes inside, maybe. Or no. Here.
No.
No.
Yeah, take that one.
What are we missing?
We have all the pieces, correct?
I think we're missing a piece right.
Players now
right
checking
here.
their bag, want to make sure they're not missing any pieces of this puzzle.
So, maybe there's.
Here. We need a small piece.
Maybe this is.
Hold on. Wait.
Maybe that's one more up.
Here.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the
Yep.
top.
Moving.
So
missing
now
a
Oh,
middle.
here.
Missing a middle. Here's
Yes.
another
Got me.
one.
Yes. Maybe it's at the top.
Well, where the frick is this
No,
Put those.
here.
Okay.
There.
Now look at these two. How does that fit?
Players trying
Right
to
here.
puzzle this one out.
Maybe
Sorry.
maybe we have to.
I haven't done a pun in a while, y'all.
That's weird.
Something else is shifted. Something over here, because this is fine.
Players now all standing over their puzzle,
That's all. This
hoping to maybe get a different
Maybe this?
It
perspective.
just wouldn't lock. Yes. Good
There
job.
we go.
Put it here. Check.
You're good. Get all your stuff.
Okay.
Make sure
And
you
with
have
that,
everything.
Joel, Andres, and Tyler
Grab
are told
everything.
that they are good on the puzzle.
Yeah, I'll
No.
back it up.
Okay.
Let's go for time.
Hurry up.
Okay,
Up
let's
there,
go.
Where are we going?
Up the hill.
Up the hill.
All right, and away they
wait, wait.
race.
Come on,
Come on, guys. Come on.
All right, I'm hearing some cheering as this team makes their way up the hill. Team's racing their heart out to get up there and finish this race. They do not want to be last.
Come on, guys. You're good. You got this. Boom, baby. You're good. They're not even all right, Joel.
I'm not done.
No, I got you. Word. You're good.
Good
Good
job,
job. Way to finish. Nice. Good work, guys. Good work. You got it, Tyler. You got this. You're almost there. Bring it home. You got this. Yeah. You. Woo. Yeah. Tyler, Joel, Andres, you are the 6th team to arrive.
Oh my God.
Good job. You did it, y'all. You did it. Good job. Well done. Thank you.
Fires all around from some of our remaining players.
Great job. Great job.
Hi.
Yes. Yep. You got it. Is that brutal?
All right. With that, team number 6 of 7 has arrived at the mat. One team
5 pairs of underwear. Oh my God.
still competing.
I didn't do that. You're right now.
They will
You're wearing 5.
have the opportunity to finish that puzzle before racing up their hill.
You got some installation going.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, racing up the hill.
Good job.
Though it can be their hill if they feel like they're owning it.
Who's first? You got
Joel did that one.
It's
I
two.
did the ball, balancing the ball and transferring it.
You got who?
I did the trivia thing.
It's terrible, wasn't it?
I just waited for the clue.
That's crazy.
Oh.
I did the jelly beans.
I didn't sign up for this, okay? I want a refund. We're Survivor.
Oh, you thought you were playing Survivor?
I thought I was playing Survivor.
Interesting. You know? Gotta expect the unexpected at Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's Big Brother.
Yeah,
Which, don't worry, they will not be on. No Big Brother here. Just the Amazing Race and Survivor.
Aren't the same 16 districts in Columbia? Isn't it?
Yeah, no, like the exact same.
We're all like, what was it?
So we'll just step on down the hill a little bit. And
All my contents, yes. Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Stop, that was the worst. That was the one. You're like, oh, fit.
Yes.
That was like,
No,
no,
it's followed by kind of like a pinch of salt, like a pinch of
oh, I didn't think of that.
yeah.
I'm just thinking
And
about
about
it.
you're like the accent wasn't working.
That was awesome. I feel bad for that team because they ran back to the park.
Marissa says, where's the rewind button? I did a quick errand and missed it. Do not worry. All of these live streams are recorded to Facebook. So if you want to rewind and watch maybe your favorite moment or a moment that you have missed, they are all there. And also, if you find yourself following along with our game over the next 5 days, which I hope that all of you do. Sorry, I'm gonna flip back to me while I'm talking to y'all for a little bit. Do not worry. Our live stream will be streaming for all 5 days. We will capture all of the challenges as well as all of the tribal councils for you. And if you miss anything, you're welcome to go back and watch it. All of these live streams are recorded on our Facebook page for you to catch up on if you've missed a chunk of the day. Or if you want a quick recap of what you've missed so far, hop onto our Instagram, Can You Survive? And you will get some Instagram reels that announce what you've missed. And at the end of every day, we will have a live show that will be a little bit of a recap show so that you guys can catch up with the day if you've missed something or just want extra info. And then we have this team running up the grass off the beaten path. Which is an interesting, strategy. They're now hopping the fence as they head on up this hill towards the finish line.
Good job. Good job.
Peekaboo.
You guys are rock stars.
You didn't quit. Wait, we have to do it together.
Yes,
Hey. Nico, BJ, Brian.
David.
Nico, BJ, David. I'm sorry. You are the last team to arrive. And if you do go to tribal council, you will lose your vote.
So non-elimination. So non-elimination live.
All right. And with that, the amazing race is now complete. What an incredible race spanning, I want to say 2.5 hours. We'll find out in a second. Hello. Yes, 2.5 hours of amazing race action. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As you heard, our last place team will be losing their vote at Tribal Council. What these players do not know, unless the first place teams tell them, unless the first place team tells them, is that they are all going to be, each team is going to be on different tribes. So they do not know that. They will find that out. I did see that it was interesting that, so several of our players got taken back to our game site where the rest of the game will be taking place. And I found it interesting that the first place team and the third place team all stayed there to cheer on the last few teams that were arriving. So an interesting little social strategy decision. We saw something like that pay off in spades for Alan, our host, who won Can You Survive Blood vs. Water Red Game, which was season 4 of Can You Survive. He elected to stay out of a challenge and hang back and chit chat with the ones that were kind of slower at the challenge and get that social capital from the beginning, and paid off because he won. So we'll see if any of these teams, which consist of Brian, Brad and Brianna, and then Dave, Bergen, and Jesus Lord, my brain. Sorry. No, not Fraser. Someone else. I can just look. I don't know why I'm doing this from memory when I can literally see them walking down. It was Bergen, Dave, and oh, maybe the third place person was. Sorry, anyway. Okay. Anyway, you get it. So now, again, thank you all for joining us for the kickoff of Can You Survive the Hunter's Moon? I will be ending the stream shortly. We're going to be getting on back to our actual Survivor site, and then you will be catching the live stream again this afternoon because we are going to be doing a series of reward challenges. So it's going to be super fun. I will post on the Facebook page when we know when we're going live so that you all know when to tune in. But in the meantime, please, please, please turn on your notifications for Can You Survive charity event Facebook page so that way as soon as we go live, you get notified and you can hop on the stream super quick and join me and the rest of these incredible players as they compete in Can You Survive the Hunter's Moon? So again, thank you so much. Super excited to see you on site, and we will be back live again this afternoon. So thanks everyone. See you soon.